When it comes to cars, everybody wants sleeker and faster. Here's what happens when things get just a little bit out of control.
Number 10.
The Lamborghini Diablo got itself a redesign from Strosek Designs. The front and rear bumpers were completely redesigned, making them much rounder than the original hard-angle bumper. The pop-up headlights were taken away and replaced with a sleeker inset design. The exhaust was completely redesigned, and the two side view mirrors were removed and replaced with mirrors that are mounted on the top of the door. The rear spoiler was changed to be integrated into the rear light cluster while remaining adjustable. With all these changes, we get a much more interesting car, but we still can't get them in the US.
Number 9.
The Audi RS2 Avant may look like a car that you get dropped off at soccer practice in, but only if your mom has got it going on. This car had the most powerful and sophisticated turbocharged engine that Audi could produce. This little mom car produced 311 horsepower and could get from 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds and has a top speed of 166 miles an hour. The Avant could hit 30 miles an hour from a standstill faster than a McLaren F1. It also featured high-performance suspension upgrades, braking upgrades, and tires. And of course, it had the Quattro four-wheel drive system, making it a comfortable drive even in poor weather conditions. While this car may look like just any old car, the Avant is one of the cars that firmly established Audi as a producer of practical, high-performance vehicles. This is another awesome car, just out of our reach.
Number 8.
The Land Rover Defender 130 is a vehicle known and loved almost everywhere, except the US. This hulking beast is everything you want in an off-road vehicle. The 130 had a 2.5-liter turbo diesel, giving this car immense power. The Defender 130 started out on the production line as a Defender 110 before it was cut in two and 17 inches of extra chassis was welded on to make this giant car even bigger. It has seating for 6 in the front half and a back half of a pickup. There was also an option to increase seating from 6 to a whopping 15. The design of the car was specifically developed for use by utility companies and military use, not just for consumer use. Due to not meeting safety expectations, America only got the Defender 90 and 110, which came with a 3.9-liter V8. If it makes you sad that you can't get one of these in the US, then I have some good news for you. Maybe. The Defender is rumored to be sold in the US in 2019.
Number 7.
Originally made to win the German DTM race series, BMW turned to their in-house motorsport division to create a winning race car. Due to race rules, the company was required to create 5,000 models of the car to be available to the public. Even though there was really no projected demand for their car, the project was pushed forward anyways. They ended up selling 18,000 cars, and that's where we get the M3 Sport Evolution 3. A more powerful and lighter version of the M3, the M3 Sport Evolution 3 featured a 2.5-liter engine. With the creation of the M3 line, BMW designed a new 4-cylinder engine to replace the 6-cylinder originally being used in the E30 sports car, which was too heavy to fit inside the M. The engine created an easy 200 bhp with the competition spec engine putting out 300 bhp at 8,000 RPM. With only 600 ever made, the ban in the US won't be the only obstacle to getting your hands on one.
Number 6.
Made to commemorate the 40th anniversary of the win of the Morgan race car at the 1962 Le Mans, the Morgan Le Mans 62 prototype is a vintage supercar that is the envy of every car enthusiast's garage. Modeled after the TOK 258, the new model boasts a few unique features on it, with only 80 made, and all 80 sold immediately. Half of them came with a 3900cc V8, while the other half came with an 1800cc engine. Every car came with the unique Morgan Racing green finish, a specially developed hardtop, and a racing trim throughout the whole thing. This beautiful car is a testament to history, and one you'll never own if you live in the US.
Number 5.
A strange take on a special edition of the Lotus Elise Series 1, the Lotus 340R, is an interesting car at the very least. With a 4-cylinder version of the Rover K-Series engine, The 340R is incredibly powerful. It accelerates from 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds and tops out around 130 miles an hour. The Lotus 340R is one of the few cars with no doors. It also has no roof and just a windshield as far as windows go. As stripped-down racers go, the 340R is tough to beat when it comes to weight savings. Inside are just 2 bucket seats and not much else but your smile to weigh it down. With only 340 editions ever made, they were all sold before they were even made, making it even harder to get your hands on one.
Number 4.
The Porsche 959S took an already great car and just decided to make it even cooler. So cool that some of us will never know the joy of owning one. The 959S came with an upgraded engine, giving it even more power. It could reach 60 miles an hour from a standstill in just 3.4 seconds and had a top speed of around 210 miles an hour. The Porsche 959S is the very limited edition racing variant of the already rare group of supercars built in the late 80s. As you might guess, only a few were built, and none of the standard models were built to US specs. Naturally, 959 racers are banned from America decades later.
Number 3.
Times may change, but cars that have held the title of fastest car in the world are always going to be able to hold their own. The XJ220C, which was a race car, was taken by Tom Walkinshaw Racing and made into the X220S. It has a one-piece carbon fiber reinforced front and rear bodywork. The engine was upgraded to push out a whopping 700 horsepower and could reach speeds over 220 miles an hour. The fact that only 6 were produced and that only one of those 6 cars were allowed into the US makes it an extremely rare car, so if one pulls up next to you, be sure to scream and ask the driver for a ride.
Number 2.
As we all know, the Nissan Skyline GTR didn't really need any upgrades, but it got those upgrades anyways. The Skyline R33 GTR V-Spec got 3 additional oil coolers, revised ECU map, full leather interior, better suspension, an active real limited slip differential, and underbody diffusers. Many people have tried and failed to bring Skylines into the United States. The ever-popular car, once made famous by Brian O'Connor in The Fast and Furious, is beyond illegal in the US. But yet people still try. Unfortunately, if and when caught, your car will be impounded and destroyed. Sadly, a number of Skylines have been crushed by the feds after importers found loopholes with laws and tried disassembling the vehicles and re-registering them as kit cars, which is also very illegal. Before we reveal our number 1 pick, don't forget to comment down below which vehicle was your favorite.
Number 1.
With a 4-liter engine under the hood, this car produces around 400 horsepower. The entire body is made of fiberglass, reducing the weight of this car to just 2,300 pounds. It can go from 0 to 60 in just 3.7 seconds and has a top speed of 185 miles an hour. Some interesting choices were made when putting this car together. Nothing too crazy was added, but the things they didn't include left us scratching our heads. This car does not come with any type of traction control system, no electronic stability control system, and it doesn't even have airbags. The owner of TVR, Peter Wheeler, believed that devices such as airbags and traction control promoted overconfidence in the driver and would increase the risk of an accident or rollover. Needless to say, this car did not pass US safety regulations.
Hey guys, this is Cassie. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell us in the comments below what you found to be the most interesting and why. Also, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the bell notification next to the subscribe button to stay up to date with all of our latest videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.